Afternoon. Afternoon. Am I audible, Vikesh? How my voice is clear? We'll start within 2 minutes. We'll complete for 2 minutes. Let us will start. I think last lecture we have discussed the operators, string functions, some of the string functions, right? And we started the conditional statements. Due to some indenting and proper settings, it was not able to complete the exercise by using the if and else statement. Today I will repeat the same part, right, within short time. Then we'll move to the next part of our programming. Say, basically in any programming language, there are the different types of statements. That is the plain statement without using any condition or looping. Then the conditional statements, or it is also called a control statements. Next type of statements are the looping statements. Conditional statements and looping statement is one of the best capability of a programming language to write the program. Without using conditional statements, we have already completed one exercise, that is summation of two number, right? Now here, by using a conditional statements, we are going to test the multiple conditions. That means we have to check whether the condition becomes true or false. Depending upon the condition situation, the part of the block is going to be executed, or whatever the statements are going to be analyzed. So many times in a practical life, we need an if statements. Basically, the syntax of if statement is simple if statement, if else statement, and if else if statement. A simple if statement means only single condition. If else statement means multiple conditions are going to be tested, right? So both way, I will tell you one exercise. R Studio, you might already installed the R Studio. If you are not having at present the R Studio, you can go for the R editor also, doesn't matter. Okay, here say for example A is equal to what I can say 4, 5, and B is equal to say for example 2. Now I would like to test whether the A is big or B is big. Which is the bigger one? Find out the biggest among two numbers. So here the comment statement I will put here. Find the biggest among the numbers, right? Program to find the biggest among two numbers. This is called an comment statement, that is the non-executable statement. You can write anything with a hash. The interpreter will ignore this statement. Keep in mind, for R programming we are using the interpreter, right? Whatever the comments written with the help of a hash statements, all these statements are going to be ignored. So in MCQ type question paper, sometimes it is called an hash is the dash dash type of statements. Or you'll give the set of statements will be given and they will ask you to identify the statement. So this is non-executable statement. First line is called an non-executable statement. The interpreter or compiler never read this statement because this is the comment and this is the comment given by a programmer for the understanding purpose or for documentation purpose. So such a non-executable statements are used many times in the program, that is called the documentation purpose or help purpose, which is non-executable. Now here A is equal to 5, B is equal to 2, and if I would like to find out the biggest among these two numbers, so if condition, what is condition? A is greater than B, right? If A is greater than B, then block of the statements, and here I will be printing print. So here in R Studio it gives an a help, right? It gives an a help. So print statement has got these many arguments. So many arguments are there. Print statement. See, so many arguments are there. So we can use a print statement along with these parameters, right? These parameters. Lot of parameters are there. Okay, simple print we are using print, and here I can say big is A, right? Big is A, right? If I execute this statement, if I execute these statements, right? Say though it is an interpreter, the line by line the code is going to be executed. If you want to execute the whole code at a time, then all lines we have to select and pass to the interpreter. So this is run. Now here the result has displayed big is A. This is what the result. Result has displayed the big is A. But again here the result is displayed the big is A. But what is the value of A is not displayed, and that can be displayed by using a concatenation, that is paste command. So the paste command is used. Paste command is used to paste the multiple strings or multiple values, comma A. Now if I work out this, it will give an result paste big is A, right? opening closing curly brace. Okay, so now here again if I try to execute, here it has given the result. See, the result now is different. Big is A, but what is the value of A? Big is A and the value is 5 printed, right? Value is 5 printed. So like this you can use the conditional statements to test the one or multiple conditions. Now here the first part of the program is over. If A is big, then A is displayed. But what about the other number? In case if B is big, then how a number is going to be displayed? So here else part, and under else part again I am using if, or directly I can use if, or directly I can use else. What is else? Else directly I can print. What I can print directly? Print, right? And here again I'm printing, that is paste command, right? And big is, and now the big is, say for example B. Now if I change the value, so this is 21, this is 21, right? This is 21. If I try to execute this code, if I try to execute this code, then again we have to execute means interpreter, so all lines we have to select, and I will try to execute the code. Now if you look at the result here, big is 21, because A is equal to 5, B is equal to 21, right? B is equal to 21. If A is greater than B, A is 5, B is 21, is it greater than? No, it is not greater than. That is why else portion is going to be executed. That is why the else portion is going to be executed. And what is else? Else is print big is B. So big is B, that is 21 is printed, right? So like this, either the first condition or second condition can be tested and executed, right? Now here, if I would like to check whether both numbers are equal, if I would like to test whether both statements are equal, one more condition I would like to add. Now, one more condition I would like to test here, right? What is that? If A is less than, if A is greater than B, if it is not A is greater than B, then whether A is less than B, or if A is equal to B, right? So three possible conditions are there. So here I can write now condition A if A is less than B, right? If A is less than B. I have written if A is less than B, right? Okay, if A is less than B, then big is B, because A is less than. That is why the B is big, right? Or otherwise, here I can use else. Else I can write else if A is equal to, right? If A is equal to B, else ELSE. If else A is equal to B, if else A is equal to B, it means that here print both are equal. What is both are equal, right? Right? Best. again some indenting problem is there. Both are equal. Now both are not equal. That means the else condition is something is some problem is with this condition, because here it has given unexpected learner, unmatched opening bracket this, right? So else is less than b, first condition is satisfied, right? Else hmm? both else both are equal. Okay, now here if I write this is also 21, if I write this is also 21, okay, now if I try to execute the code, both are equal. What is the result? Both are equal, right? Say by using this very small script in R, I tested the three different conditions. The first condition I tested whether A is greater than B. If it is greater than B, big is A. If A is not greater than B, it means that indirectly we are assuming that the B is big. If A is not less than B or B is not greater than A, means indirectly both are equal. So now here in this case both conditions are equal. Both numbers are equal. That is why here both are equal. The message has been printed. So like this, we can work out the uh, conditions by using if statements, if, else, if, or otherwise simply if and else. If there are only two conditions, if first condition becomes true, the second will become false, right? Here the working of this if statement is if A is greater than B, then this true section is going to be executed. If this A becomes if A is greater than B is false, then else section is going to be executed. Depend upon the true and false condition, the statements are going to be executed. Block of statements are going to be executed. Right now, here this very simple program we have tested by using multiple conditions. Here three conditions I have given. Right now, similarly, I would like to work out the some other programs. Say for example, check program to check whether you are eligible for vote. Voting age is 21, right? Okay, now here we have to accept the age. I accepted the age. Age is equal to, say for example, I accepted 25, right? Now if age is greater than how much? What is the eligible voting age? Are you with me? Yes. How you will decide the eligibility for voting? Come on.
Above 18 years old.
Above
18 years.
above 18 years, right? So the we have to test the eligibility of voting depending on the age factor, right? So now here we have to decide the eligibility. So for example, age is 25. So age, if age is greater than, not above, greater than equal to 18, those who have got 18 age also eligible, right? Print are eligible for vote, right? Hmm? And your age and your age is 5. Else, if it is not, then else here you are not eligible, are not eligible for vote, and your age is not eligible for vote, then can you work out how many years still he has to wait? Are you getting or not? If waiting age, we have to work out the waiting age. W age is equal to what is 80 minus age, and now you are not eligible for vote. For vote, wait for how many years? That's W age. Very simple program, right? Now I will explain. Here I accepted the age is 25 years. Now if age is greater than or equal to 18, it will print eligible for vote and your eligible age is displayed. Else, if you are not eligible for vote, then else how many years you are required to wait. So wage is equal, the waiting age is equal to 18 minus age, right? Print how many years you have to wait. Okay, now here I will run. Here message I display you are eligible for vote and your age is 25. Are you getting or not? Right? Because in case of data analytics, you no need to write a bigger code. Right? A very small script, 3 to 4 lines or maximum 10 lines scripts are expected to write in case of data analysis. And this is what the practice, how to apply the syntax while writing the script for analysis purpose, right? Okay, now here the age is, say for example, 15 years, right? Age is 15 years. Now I'll work out this code. Fine. Now if I execute the codes immediately, here I get a message. What message I got? So you are not eligible for vote. Wait for 3. What is 3? Again here I would like to mention. Wait for 3 comma, right? Okay. User friendly we have to write the program. User friendly we have to write the program. Now you are not eligible for vote. Wait for how many years? 3 years, because waiting age we calculated in the script itself in our program, right? Here what we calculated, waiting age we calculated, right? So here if you are eligible, display this message, right? Otherwise if you are not eligible, else part will be executed, alternate condition is going to be executed, and before going to display the message you are not eligible for vote, what I did, I calculated the waiting age, and waiting age is calculated. W age is equal to, this is an is equal to operator in R, right? This is an is equal to operator in R. Okay, let us this R, this supports or not, I will check it. Waiting age, just suppose this is equal to, but here I will check it whether it is supporting or not. Yes, it is supporting, right? R should also supporting this is equal to. So WH is equal to, means waiting age is equal to 18 minus age, right? Because if you are not eligible, then how many years you are required, you are supposed to wait. So That is the waiting age I calculated, and print pass you are not eligible for vote, wait for WH years. So here the message display you are not eligible for vote, wait for 3 years. Right? Note down this program. You have to practice this. You have to practice this. Are, all of you, are you with me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So while doing the practice, immediately you should note down whatever code I am writing there, because this is the executable code, right? So later on you can practice either in console or in RStudio. This is what the if else statement. Is it clear? If else statement. Now I will move to the next statement, that is a switch case statement. In a switch case statement, a switch case statement is used to test the multiple conditions. It is called a multi-way decision making statement. In MCQ type questions, which is the, which one of the following is multi-way decision making statement? So not if, not while, not loop, but for. The switch case statement is an multi-way decision making statement. Means multiple conditions are going to be tested at a time. Multiple conditions are going to be tested at a time. I will show you one example, right? I will show you one example. So now here I will clear these things. Okay, switch case statement. Now test the case statement. Say n is equal to, here I accepted 2. I statement SWITCH 8. What is here? X is equal to switch, and expression is I have given here n comma, right? So here it is 1 comma comma 3 comma, so on. You go on writing the multiple conditions, right? Multiple conditions, and now here I can print x. I can print x, right? Okay. Now I will explain the statement. A program to test the switch case statement. It is again a non-executable statement. It is again a non-executable statement. Let us forget about this. Is for the understanding purpose, help purpose, documentation purpose, right? N is equal to 2 I assign. What is n? N is the variable which is having which has got a value 2. Now x is the variable which will store the result of switch case statement. X is the variable which will store the result of switch statement. Now here I have given the condition 1, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever with any other condition. Condition may have a single statement or a group of statement, doesn't matter, right? Now here the single statement condition I give are 1, 2, 3. That means if value of n is 1, then it will print ONE. If value of n is 2, then it will print 2. If value of 3 is value of n is 3, then it will print 3. Now, and finally after the switch case statement, after these conditions, it will print the result, that is x, which is assigned to this particular variable. Okay, fine. Now again I will select this and will repeat. See here, the result is 2. See, the result is 2. Why the result 2 is displayed? Because what is the value of n? It will internally it will test what is the value of n, and accordingly it will go for the particular condition to be executed, right? Now say for example here, if n is equal to 1 I have given, right? If n is equal to 1 I have given. Okay, if n is equal to 1, and now here I would like to run the program. What is given? Result is 1. Result is 1. Note down the very simple example. Write 1. Similarly, if I write here 3, what will happen? If I write here 3, what will happen? Again, it will give an result is 3. If I assign here number 4, what it will give? Come on. If I assign a 4, what it will give? Nothing. Nothing has given. Nothing will give. Right? Nothing will give. Okay. Null. Null is given. What is null? Null. Nothing. Nothing is displayed. Nothing is there to display. And nothing is there to display because there are three conditions only. And n is equal to 4. Fourth condition is not at all given. So that is my null condition. No condition is mentioned. Right? So like this, if you are having a thousands of record in your data set, right? If you have to analyze, suppose Amazon data you want to analyze, and there are thousands of records, lakhs of records there, and out of that record you want to test a particular value whether it is present or not in the data, whether particular value is present or not in the data. So very small 3 lines or 2 lines script you can write by using switch statement. So if the value is present, if value is found, then it will display, otherwise it will give null. If the result is null, it means that in a data the specified value is not present, right? So like this, the switch case statement is used to test the multiple condition. That is why it is called a multi-way decision making statement. Multi-way decision making statements, right? So this is the example. Note down. Now next next statement is a looping statements. In R programming, some of the versions supports the while loop, for loop, and repeat loop. Some of the versions they are supporting only two loops, that is while loop and for loop. Only while loop and for loop. Now we'll work out the while loop. While loops, the syntax of a while loop is while condition, opening and block of statements. While condition, block of statements. Now here I will show you one best example for this while loop. Okay, program to test the while loop. While loop. Program to test the while loop. Okay, while loop. Now here, say for example, here equal to 10, right? And I is equal to 1, right? And while I is less than, right? While I is less than 10, while I is less than 10, a proper indenting, curly brace. If you give the curly brace to the next line, it will not work. Yesterday we faced the problem, right? So by practice, you'll come to know the proper indent of our programming language. Okay, now here, while I is less than 10, what n is equal to 10, I is equal to 1. What is value of I? I is 1. Is it 1 is less than 10? Yes. Or what I can say, instead of 10 here, direct I can refer, this is n. And say n is less than equal to, I is less than equal to n. Value of I is 1, of n is 10, so 1 is less than equal to n, and now here I can print, right, welcome. Print welcome, right? Print welcome. Now we have to repeat the next part. Therefore, very important, very essential is I to be incremented. If I is not incremented, then it will be in an infinite loop. It never come out, right? So I must be incremented. I is equal to plus I is equal to I plus 1, right? Now, if I try to run this code, say here, how many times the welcome is printed? I think it is in infinite time. Hmm? See, it is in infinite time. It is in loop. It is in infinite. It's supposed to print only how many times? 10 times. What is missing here is equal to is missing. That is why it is in infinite. Okay. Loop. Okay. Now it has stopped. Okay. Now say because by mistake I was not given here is equal to sign. So statement was missing. Right now, if I try to run, now it has displayed how many times? It has displayed 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to display welcome, right? Welcome, paste, right? Paste and comma, welcome paste, print, P-A-S-T-T, welcome, comma, R. Brackets, some indenting problem again, right? After expression, unmatched opening curly brace, unmatched opening curly brace is there. So this is matching now. Okay, fine. Now it is okay. Are you getting or not? How to rectify the error? Because here cross mark display, you click on that, what is missing, it will show you. Now here I was missing this bracket, right? So immediately it has given expected comma, right? After expression unmatched opening curly brackets. So here I have given the unmatched curly bracket here, right? Now it has the error has gone, right? And due to the below error, the above statement also falls under the error category. Okay, now I will run this code. Print I will write this one. Welcome. Select this code, because it is the interpreter. We have to select the code. Okay, say for understanding purpose, I return. How many times the welcome is printed? 10 times it is printed. Welcome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why? Because the loop is going to vary from 1 to 10. And the loop is started from I equal to 1. And how long it will repeat? It will repeat for 10 times. It will repeat for 10 times. Right? Now here by using this, I would like to print an even number and odd numbers. I would like to print an even number and odd numbers. How you monitor this? Right? I would like to print even number and odd number. Okay. So now here I would like to calculate the remainder. Right? Remainder. Calculate the remainder, or otherwise directly here I can use if what is the I mod. This is double percentage sign is mod 2. If I mod 2 is equal to 0, if I mod 2 means I is divided by 2, and if remainder is equal to 0, it means it is even number, right? It means it is an even number. So here print I, right? Finish. Only this much I would like to work out. Huh? Finish. Okay. Now see, the slowly we are moving towards to the somewhat important and uh, difficulty level is going to be increased for the analysis purpose, because we need to apply such built-in functions, built-in operators, right? Built-in data structures, built-in data types, right? The combination of this we have to use for the analysis purpose. Okay, now here if you look at the list, what from 1 to 10, which numbers are displayed? Only even numbers are displayed. From 1 to 10, which numbers are displayed? Only even numbers are displayed. Right? Now, if I would like to, instead of displaying the number, I would like to calculate the summation of even and odd number. Summation of even and odd number. So, E sum is equal to E sum plus I. And if it is not even number, it means else component, and else component is O sum, odd sum is equal to odd sum plus 1, sorry, plus I, odd sum plus I. And after this, after loop, I would like to print paste even sum is equal to E sum. Similarly, I will copy this statement, odd sum, odd sum is equal to O sum. Getting or not what I'm saying? All are with me? Come on. All are with me? Yes or no? Are
Yes,
you getting
yes,
little bit
sir.
logic? Little bit logic. A simple logic I'm using. You practice. Whatever I'm doing here, practice the same thing you practice. Huh? You will understand, because the concept understanding is very important. Once you understand the concept, then you can apply the concept on your own in case of powerful data analysis. Right? Okay. Now here I will repeat. N is 10, I is 1. Same loop. I is vary from 1 to 10. If I mod 2 is equal to 0. If remainder is 0, then definitely it is even number, so even sum is calculated. If remainder is not equal to 0 means else part is going to be executed. If remainder is not equal to 0 means else part is going to be executed. And what is else part? Definitely if it is not even, then there are only two types of number. If it is not even, so 100% it is an odd number. So directly I am added in an odd number. Right? Okay. Now here I will work out this. Right? If you look at this, the summation of even number is 36 and odd number is 34. Right? Summation of even number is 36 and odd number is 34. Is it correct or wrong? Is it correct? Is it correct? Come on, calculate, work out manually. Now here I have used very small example, right? Run. See, what is this? Again, page 42 and 43. Is it correct or wrong? Something is wrong. Are you getting or not? Something is wrong, because when it was 10, it was showing the less sum. Now when it was I changed to 10 to 5. If I make it 5, though the sum is going to be increased, hmm? It is wrong. It is wrong. What is wrong? Can you rectify this? Can you rectify this? Because initialization is required. E sum is equal to 0 and O sum is equal to 0. Right? Otherwise, what happened in the previous summation plus new summation? Automatically, it will go on adding the previous sum plus new sum. But we don't want. We want every time it should be 0 and then the new sum is to be calculated. Right? Okay. So now I'll work out this. Now run. 6 and 9. Correct. How come 6? Even sum. 2, 4, and yeah, right. 5 only. 2 and 4. Am I right? Are you with me? Here value of n is 5 and I is vary from 1 to 5 only. So from first 1 to 5, what is even sum 1 to 5? 2 is even, 3 is not even, 4 is even, 6 is even, but 6 will not be considered. Why? Because the range is 1 to 5 only. So 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2 is 6 is correct. Similarly, odd number is 1, 3 and 5. So 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 1 is 9. Sum is correct. Testing, it is called as testing, right? Now if you work out for the 10 numbers, it will give the again correct answer. It will give the correct answer. Now let it be any number, let it be any number, it will give an a correct answer. Say 30 and 25, this is the correct answer. Even sum is 30 and odd sum is 25. This will be the correct answer. You calculate manually, 100% it will give an correct answer, right? Okay, so this is the a small logical calculation, logical R program to find out the even and odd sum. If you want to print the even and odd sum, you can print also here. I can print here. Print I. I can print here also. Print I. Now, if I execute this code, Control A, and now you look at this. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because the even is printed as well as odd is printed. If I print only even, then it will give only even number. I will remove this. You will understand. I will remove this. Now, A, I will run. ठीक है, even. If you remove this odd, then only sum is going to be displayed, right? So even number sum, look at 30 even sum. 10 plus 8, 18 plus 10, 28 plus 2 is 30. Correct. Answer is correct. Note down the code. Is it visible? All of you. Is it visible, my code? Are you
Yes,
getting or
sir.
not? Huh? So have you taken the code? Because I'm not going to send this code to you, because as it is you are typing. So you note down in a notebook. Let it be there are some mistakes, because from mistake only we can learn, and then you can type, right? Okay. Have you taken? Okay. Okay. I will show you the code. Note down the code. Chalo, note down the code. Hmm? Program to test while loop. Now here I will change program to calculate and odd, odd sum of first 10 number. I is equal to n is now note down. Carefully you note down the code. See the same time here what happened, the global variables are automatically created. This is global window, this is visualization window, this is code editor window, and sorry, this is the console window, and this is code editor window. There are 4 windows in R Studio. R Studio is used for the advanced operations, right? Code editor is used only for beginners, only for beginners. R console is used only for beginners, but R Studio is used for advanced one. So better, and whatever we are doing in R console, the same thing is possible in R Studio also. Same thing is possible in R Studio also. Same thing is possible in R Studio also. Can I give one exercise? Yes or no? Okay, once it is over the code, you tell me. Just remind. Either you can practice in our console or in our studio, doesn't matter. In both tools it is working. But keep in mind, the R console is for beginners and R studio is for advanced level. Integrated development environment is not available in R console, but in a R studio integrated development environment is available, and not many features are already available in R studio. So with the help of this Windows, we can practice. If you want to minimize the windows, you can minimize. Say here, minimize button is there. Yes. You can increase the size. Here also, you can minimize. Here also, you can minimize. Right? Again, same thing. Again, same thing. Right? Right? Okay. Uh, Same code you type. What is the error? Any error message is displaying? What messages you are getting? Coded sub. No result. On console, na? You are using console, right? Okay. So huh, right. Wait. I will copy the same code and I'll copy the same code on console also. I have a console also. So this is my console. Huh? This is my console. Am I right? Sure. Right. Right. Okay. So here, hmm, what happened? What is the error you are showing? So it is not showing like this. Even sum is equal to 30, or sum is equal to 25. Okay. Any error message is displayed? Okay. Some indenting problem may be there. Okay. Can you share me the screen? Yes, it is visible. Right. You can make it. Okay. Uh, you can maximize your screen. Maximize your screen. Let me see the entire code. All right. You take it up arrow. Okay, fine. Even or number from this. Before this, something is there. No, that is the mistake. You remove this code. Huh? Because at a time, keep in mind, at a time only one script is going to be executed. Earlier code completely you remove. Earlier code completely you remove. Then you copy paste somewhere else. But say you try to understand, whenever you practice the at a time you have to work with only one code. Multiple code cannot be displayed in a Windows or code. Now even an or sum, let me check. Let me check first. Okay, where is I? I is equal to 1, n is equal to 10, is sum or sum, while I is equal to n, ठीक है, if I mod 2. Double percentage means modular operator. What is my modular operator? What is the function of modular operator? The function of modular operator is to take out the remainder, and it will check remainder is equal to 0. If it is 0, is sum is equal to sum plus I. Fine. Print I. Okay. Else, O sum is O sum plus I. Print I plus 1. Okay. Fine. Now you can run. You are proper control and you are clicking on this run. Run. Take. Nay. Is there anything down to this? Okay. Some indenting is take to code. Is sum is equal to 0. Is it is equal to now? Take to come at beginning. Come at the beginning. Come at the beginning. Even odd numbers n is equal to n by I is less than equal to n. Right? Here you leave some blank space between I less than equal to n. Huh? Get if I mod this spacing is proper, is some plus I print I. Else come down. O sum is equal to O sum plus I. Print I is equal to I plus. This I is equal to I plus. Okay, fine. Or loop, outer loop. Come come to beginning. Come to beginning. Have you assigned the initialization 0 is yes, it is there. It's up. Is it 0 or O? 0, na? Code is right. Code is 100% right. Some spacing, some indenting, some problem is with spacing and indenting. You do one thing, you copy somewhere else, you exit from this, you clear the memory, and again you work out. Huh? You come out from RStudio, you come out from RStudio, it will work. It will work. For in my case, the same code is there and it is working. See, in my case, the same code is there, but it is properly working. See. Yes, it is working. You clear this global memory also, right? You clear this global memory also, because variables may have some initial values, earlier initial values. So you clear the global variables also. You work out. Otherwise, if it is not working, you send me. I will check at my end. Yes, in my case it is working. In my case it is working. Some spacing, somewhere the spacing or some global environment history we have to clear. Yeah, right. Okay, fine. Okay, chalo. So this is what the looping statements, the while loop statements. So next lecture we discuss the for loop statements, and very soon we will go for the data structures, that is inbuilt functions, inbuilt capabilities, inbuilt utilities, which are already available in R, and as it is we are using for the analysis purpose, right? So today we'll stop here. Day after tomorrow, next lecture we'll continue. What about the others? Are you doing practical practice? You should have a patience, right? You sit in front of machine and do the practice. Practice is very, very important.